Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to a live video. I am Ezzaty from Tax Department. I'll be your host for today. Okay, today we are back with our third section featuring MICPA. We are so privileged to be able to speak to Eileen, the head of marketing of MICPA. A Commerce and Science graduate from University of Auckland, New Zealand. And then Eileen has started working in a big four firms specializing in IT audit. And then along her career, she had worked in multinational banks in compliance engagements. Hi Catherine. Okay. Before venture into another big four firms in which she working in IT security engagements. So she is now the head of marketing of MICPA, a highly regarded professional qualification, of course, and then promoting and creating awareness on the MICPA program. Hi Catherine. Hi everyone. So that will be a brief intro about her. Now we have a good crowd of people. I think let us invite Eileen on board for us to start our sessions for today. Let me see. Okay. Hello Eileen.
Hi Ezzaty.
Okay, thank you for agreeing to join us for the Instagram live session today. We are looking forward for your session actually. Okay. How are you?
Ezzaty. I'm good, thank you. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm feeling good as well.
Great.
So, thank you for all that joining us today. Let us start our session then. Okay. Okay. I'm glad that I believe that everyone here are looking forward to learn more about the program, especially considering from my experience myself. I heard from my amazing journey for MICPA. I give you a brief introduction about myself. Okay, I graduated from UiTM. Campus Puncak Alam with bachelor degree of accountancy. Okay, after uni, I ventured into sales and marketing field, which is, yeah, I know, it's something that is not familiar. Even me not familiar with with that side of job. But then it helped me to develop my soft skills, especially in communications. I used to be someone really introvert. I believe right now slightly better than before. I hope so. Okay. And then afterward, I decided to further my studies for professional qualification, and that's how MICPA came into my life. Okay, that's how I started joining the MICPA program through Yayasan Peneraju. So I was a Peneraju scholar. Hi, Supong. Okay, and hi, I had just completed my final paper last year while working at BDO. Okay. Hi, Xiaoling. Oh, Xiaoling, say hi.
Everyone.
Okay. So many people joining in. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, enough about me. I believe everyone has heard about MICPA. But I think, Eileen, to start off, I believe, can you please elaborate further about MICPA and its role in accounting professions in Malaysia? Okay.
Sure. Thanks Ezzaty for the very warm welcome, and also thank you BDO for this opportunity. I'm very glad to be here speaking to one of our very own candidates who is now working with BDO, of course, and who is one of our very supportive approved training employers. And of course, I'm glad to be able to share more insights into MICPA and the MICPA program, which is jointly offered by MICPA and Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand, or CAANZ for short. It's also great to hear your intro, Ezzaty. Nice to know a bit more background about yourself and to hear that you've had a good experience and you've completed. Congratulations on completing the program. It's a huge achievement. Well done. So Just to share some information about MICPA, we're the only homegrown professional body set up way back in 1958. And we've been responsible for the development of the accounting profession and the adoption of international accounting standards here in Malaysia. So we've played a pretty important role right here. And so we've gained recognition by the local regulators and government agencies in Malaysia, such as MIA, the IRB, SSM, AOB, SC, JANM, just to name a few. And our certified public accountant members can practice in Malaysia as auditors, tax agents, company secretaries, insolvency practitioners due to all this recognition that we have. So our collaboration with CAA and Z started in 2009. So we've been offering the CA program here in Malaysia through MICPA. And because of the collaboration, we're the only program, the CA program outside of Australia and New Zealand that has a localized taxation paper to make it all the more relevant to our Malaysian members who will need to be proficient in the local tax laws and regulations. So I'm sure you'll know about that, Ezzaty, since you've been working in tax as well.
Yeah, it really sounds like exactly the reason why I decided to choose MICPA before. Okay, I started the program after I graduated from uni. I joined a Yayasan Peneraju program. But then I would like to know, is there any way for a student that's still studying in uni can start to embark on the MICPA program during in university?
Maybe before that, I'll just share a bit of background about the collaboration that we have with CAA and Z first and the program as well, because I'm sure that's the highlight of the day. So there's actually quite a lot of unique features about our program. Apart from the fact that it is a dual qualification, from one program you can become a chartered accountant of Australia and New Zealand as well as a certified public accountant of Malaysia. So apart from that, our graduates will obtain access to the Global Accounting Alliance or GAA. So here in Malaysia, we're experts in the business environment here. So we're able to support our Malaysian members with any technical support that they need. So the same goes for how CAA and Z will support you if you're practicing in Australia and New Zealand. But once you go to other countries around the world, you'll still need local support in the country that you're located in. So because you have the GAA passport, you'll be able to obtain support from the local body free of charge. And you'll immediately have a local network to belong to when you arrive. So the countries represented in the GAA are USA, Canada, Japan, Hong Kong, the UK countries like Scotland, Ireland, England and Wales. There's also Germany and South Africa. So for a global career, you'll definitely want to have a qualification that can give you this GAA passport. Some other key features about the program that make us different from others, like open book exams. This is something that our candidates really appreciate. I think what we're trying to develop is candidates or professionals who know how to develop their application skills rather than memorizing skills. So you're allowed to bring in anything in hard copy into the exam hall. Right now, we're doing all online exams. And all the exam questions are based on real-life business scenarios. So we're trying to mimic the real world where you have to solve real-life problems. And I think this is what differentiates us from other programs out there. So in terms of the Capstone module, this is also something that's really unique. It's our last module in the program, which is a case study. And again, it's based on a real-life company. And it's a module that incorporates soft skills. How is that? So basically, we put you in a team. You have to work with other candidates. And all the graduates I've spoken to, they've said they really enjoyed this module the most due to its practical nature and how it ties all the technical knowledge together. So there are 3 workshops you have to attend. You will have to work on an assignment together. And in the process, you will learn to collaborate with others. You improve your communication skills, and you have to do a presentation at the end. And so you do get marks just for participating. and there's also an online assessment that you get to do. So this module is very interesting, and I think it does really mirror what happens in the real working world. Also something very unique to our program. And having mentioned that, you'll notice that our assessments, they are not 100% final exam based. So for our technical modules, 20% are online assessments, except for the tax paper, which has a 20% project paper. So that means the final exam is worth 80% of the marks. And for Capstone, with the 3 workshops and the assignment and presentation, that comes up to 40%, with your final exam worth 60%. So this is something that helps you stay up to date on your learning and also ensures that you develop understanding of the content before you move on to the final exam. It's also a very flexible program where we allow you to complete the program in 8 years. So it's up to you during that duration to plan your studies. And the great thing is that for the past couple of years, we've now allowed full-time study. So it's very flexible. We allow you to tailor the schedule according to what suits you, as long as you complete within the 8 years and you have fulfilled the 3 years of required practical experience with an approved employer such as BDO. So you can actually do the program self-study if you wish, but we also have tuition support, and we have several tuition providers who are offering classes around the Klang Valley. So, and even now during the pandemic, you can even attend their classes online, so you can be anywhere. So right now, the tuition centers offering classes would be KYSB, Sunway Test, Taylor's College, and soon we will also have UOW and KDU. In terms of the recognition in Australia and New Zealand, the CAANZ qualification will definitely open doors to you over there. We have a lot of our young members who have gone on to work in those 2 countries with no issues at all. And in fact, we have a forum coming up next Thursday. Just do a quick ad where on the 25th, we have a few young members who are working in Australia, Japan, and Singapore who will be sharing their experience and inspiring the next generation of accounting professionals. So you'll be able to hear some of their real-life stories and experiences of their working abroad. We've also managed to maintain a very strong passing rate. Right now, we have an average passing rate of about 70% on average. So that's very encouraging, and I think Ezzaty is testament to that, that if you put in the effort, you make sure you understand the content, you can pass. And of course, develop that very strong application skills. So just want to touch on one last thing about the public universities and private universities that are accredited by MICPA, where once you're accredited, you can then get full exemptions from our professional stage exam and move on to our advanced stage exam, which is the one that's jointly offered with CAANZ. And in terms of which universities they are, the main public universities, most of them are accredited, and also the in West and East Malaysia. So in private universities like Sunway, Taylor's, and then UTA, they're all accredited as well. So the full list can be obtained on our website. Okay, so yeah, I think I've covered everything. Maybe Ezzaty, you have more that you'd like to ask.
It's like there's a lot of advantage of joining MICPA. It's basically the thing that I could highlight to you guys right now is would be like one program, dual membership, and then it's really help if you, because it's globally recognized. So it's really help if you are interested to go overseas and all, because your qualification is being recognized by them. So, and then other than that, I would say, for example, about the Capstone module. Capstone module it's the most, it can be challenging, but then it's the most exciting one, because you get to know new people, because when you bound into a team, I mean, it's not something that we pick, so it will be someone new, and then to be able to complete our job, we will need to work together, meaning that it helps you to enhance the team spirit among members. And then Capstone also challenge you in a way that is to be relevant in the working environment, like the one that Eileen mentioned. So meaning that it's all a practical work life situation is given to you, and then meaning that you're not actually relying on the technical knowledge from the books. You actually apply the knowledge, and then you learn how to actually apply the knowledge. What would be the right way to apply the knowledge, and maybe and really helps you to make an informative decisions. Meaning that it helps to you to dig a little deeper, understanding the subject matter, and then make a and become a team leader. Maybe can be will be able to make decision. It helps in decision making, I would say.
Yeah.
And then other than that, what else we could highlight of about the open book exam? Maybe.
Yeah, sure, you can
Okay.
share your experience doing open book exams.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Can. I would love to actually. Okay. About the open book exam, I would say that for open book exam, it would be one of the reason I chose MICPA before, because I don't think I'm really good in memorizing. Okay, so I believe that open book exam will help me a lot. But still, I know people would say when they heard, oh, open book exam, it's gonna be easy because you can open your book while you're answering. But I'm gonna tell you, my dear, no, it's not. It's not that easy because the question is more practical. Because when you open book, meaning you can get info directly from the book. No, the questions is really want to challenge you on how you apply your knowledge, how it will be in a working environment. Because in our working environment, we not actually refer to the books, fully refer to the book. We need to think, to have better understanding about it, and then you can come up with something better to solve your problem. It helps you to become more relevant, like I said before. And then about the online exam, let me give you some tips. Actually, for online exam, it's crucial for you to be well prepared for the exams, meaning that you still need to study. You still need to know your things. And then when you're in exam, you will only open your book when you need to. It's not that every questions you need to open your book. Then you won't have enough time to answer all questions. So my tips would be focus on the question that you're comfortable with or you're confident with, and then leave the difficult question afterwards. Meaning that so that you won't waste too much time answering the difficult question while sacrificing your time for the one that you're confident with. This gonna help you in getting marks. I hope so, actually. Okay. That would be my sharing for the online exam part.
Yeah, thanks so much,
Uh,
Ezzaty. I think it's always good to
yes.
hear from a candidate's experience. There was one question that you asked earlier that I haven't addressed yet, which is about whether students can start the program before, while they're still in uni. And so to answer that question, it's yes, students can start in their final year of a 4-year degree as long as it's an accredited university. So students can choose to embark on the program anytime during their final year. But one option that they can consider applying for is our Student Sponsorship Program, or SSP, which ties them to one of our participating employers, of which BDO is one of them. So basically, the firm will provide the candidate with sponsorship even before they graduate to start the MICPA program. They will offer an internship position, and a conditional job offer, all while still in university. So it's a really amazing opportunity, and in fact, we've had quite a good number of SSP candidates who were given the opportunity by BDO. So this is something that's ongoing throughout the year. If anyone's interested to apply, they can just write into us. I'll share my contact details at the end of the session today. So yeah, that's how. So as long as you're in your final year of a 4-year degree, you can start the program and just register directly with the institute. Yeah, once you've started working, let's say you decide to start the program once you're working, then you can apply through your firm and follow their policy and procedure according to what they said by HR.
Actually, that would be great because it means that through the sponsorship program, for example, the SSP one, meaning that it helps students in terms of, for example, financial assistance as well, meaning that if you don't have the money, but then you need to have the will to study. You only need to have your interest in studying. Other than that, it's actually it's covered under program. We have that facilities for the one that want to learn or embark in professional journey.
Yeah.
So it's great to know that.
Yeah.
And then about that, and then I would say about it's great for people that right now we can choose either to go on full-time basis or continuing for part-time basis, because I believe that full-time and part-time is actually something that it affects differently to everyone, meaning that not everyone can be able to handle part-time challenges. I would say challenges. I mean, it's really great that you have both options for the students, meaning that you can choose which one that suits you better. Meaning that if you're good for full-time, then go for it. And then it's not really like you're competing with others. It's up to you. This is your journey, and then you need to complete it. So don't ever compete yourself with other friends or whatsoever, because our journey would definitely would be different from others. It's how we develop. That is sharing for that part.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. It's very true, and it is very flexible. So like we do have students who start off on a full-time basis, and then once they get a job, they're able to switch over to part-time study mode as well. So and the other way around as well, we have candidates who have been working a while and then they've gained the work experience, but to complete the final modules, they decided to take a break, so they became full-time students. So that's all very possible, and the flexibility allows them to do that. And yeah, you're right. It depends on what suits you. If you think you prefer a full-time studying the professional qualification, then that's also an option that's available. So yeah, I think there's benefits to both part-time or full-time study.
It's always great to have an option. More options would be
Yes.
better. I mean that you can choose. You can definitely choose.
Yeah.
So other than that, if there's any questions, if you guys would like to ask any questions, just feel free to ask us. Then we will try to address the questions during these live sessions.
I think one thing that I'd just like to add on is about the ample online resources that are available for our candidates. It supplements their learning. So like even when the pandemic struck, we were the first body to conduct online exams where candidates could sit for exams from the comfort and safety of their own homes. And this is something that will continue moving forward. So in terms of the online resources, there's a lot of online that our candidates can make full use of, and I hope you found them useful as well, Ezzaty, I'm sure. And so this enables you to study anywhere. You can be anywhere around the world and still have access to all of these resources and the learning platform.
To add on about the ample resources for us, actually, from the resources itself, enough, not actually, I would say, it's just enough for you to get a better understanding. I mean, to understand better about the contents, and we also have it's not communication. I mean, chatting room, something like chatting room, yeah, for you to ask to the model leader.
Yeah, the discussion forum, right?
Yes, we have that. Meaning that if you think you want to go for self-study, this platform still is going to be very useful for you. It's not that you need to go to the class and all. You can still learn, and then you can still ask questions, and then to get further clarification on any subject matter. The module leader will help to assist you. And then you can also we have any other resources as well, meaning that you still can chat with other candidates. Make a WhatsApp group or make a discussion group is always possible only if you try to seek for it. Oh, we have questions from the floor. Is it both professional stage and advanced stage open book or only advanced stage? Would you want to answer that?
So currently it's only the advanced stage that is open book. Yeah. So just to clarify, the professional stage is for those with the diploma in accounting entry, and whereas the advanced stage will be those for degree entry, and that's the one that is the final 5 modules that are jointly offered with Chartered Accountants Australia and New Zealand. Okay, so hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Is there any more questions? You have questions, feel free to ask. Yes?
Yeah, maybe I'll ask you a question, Ezzaty.
Okay, sure.
I'm really curious to know, like, how do you think this program has helped you to differentiate yourself and stand out amongst your peers? You could share your experience.
Okay. About the question on how the MICPA program actually impacts me, I would say that I had first and foremost, I need to highlight that everyone that knows me well, they would know that I had a bumpy ride throughout my journey, my professional journey, meaning that it's ain't rainbow or unicorns. It's not that very smooth, but still, I would say I learned a lot from the program itself. So personally, I would say that from the program, I learned how to be strong, how to actually think a little deeper, meaning that not all is what it seems, meaning that you need to consider all the possibility for every situations, and then I would say you need to know your goal, meaning that if you know your goal, if any difficulty comes in your way, you'll be able to tackle it, meaning that you have your own motivations. Okay, to start the professional journey, you really need your intention. You need to know your goals, so that if anything happens, you will still stick to your goals and then never give up, and seek for help. If you have anything that take you down, something like that, seek for help. You'll be surprised of what would be the possible alternative that would be for you that you're not knowing of before. So just seek for help. And then professionally, I would say that this program really helped me to sharpen my analytical skills, meaning that being more observant, your understanding it. Every situation given to you, you try to get into the bottom of it, something like that. So attention to detail, I think it will be indirect. You would be like that. So be more observant, and then just like debit and credit, every action has its own impact. So you won't know that it's not only on the financial perspective. It helps you to make decisions in overall business environment, something like that, I would say. So you will see things from different angle and different perspective. That would be my conclusion on what the program has taught me throughout the time.
That's great. That's great. Really happy to see how you've been able to sharpen your professional skills over the course of your training in the program and also at BDO. So yeah, thanks for sharing that. We do have one more question that's come in from ML.
Yes. It is about what about students who wish to have exam in exam center, meaning that is it optional to come for online and or we can choose for exam to have an exam in exam center.
So to answer your question, our professional stage exams will still be in an exam center. However, for our advanced stage, those will be all online moving forward. So yeah, I think it's just a lot easier for both candidates as well as for us to manage with the uncertainties of the situation, for everyone's safety, and also I think everyone is tired of the handwritten exam already, so it's just going to move into computer-based or online. You can sit for the exams wherever you are. So yeah,
True.
Answers.
True. I think it's good that MICPA and CANZ actually prioritize the members' safety and well-being, considering how they make an effort to have an online platform for this. Okay, I would say that for those that saying whether is it good to have online exam or better not having online exam, meaning that you need to go for to the exam center. I would say that both um, both styles have its own pro and cons, meaning that. But then I believe that online exams will have more advantages for you. Meaning, for example, you can answer at your own comfort space. And then if you say that, oh, I'd like to go to the exam center, meaning I can meet my friend, I will be driven to answer the questions because I can see all other people answering the question, and then I can hang out with them later. Okay, if that would be your concern, I would say that you can still have it, but in a more safest way, meaning if you want to feel driven to answering the questions, okay, you should know that you are being recorded. So, and then because you are at your own space, your own room, meaning you can make everything helps you to focus. Meaning that you can have someone to look at you or a picture or what is up to you. You can be comfortable. You can do anything that you like when you are answering. Just make sure no cheating. Yes, that's all. And then about hang out with your friends, you still can do it. You can still do it after the exam. You finish your exam because everyone's still answering at the same time. So when you have completed your exam, then you can still hang out with them. There's no issue, no difference actually. But we save more paper, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Okay. There's any other questions? Let's see. There's any other question?
think I'll just share some of my contact details in case any of you need to reach out to us. You can always drop us an email at info@micpa.com.my. But please do follow us on social media like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and our handle is at the MICPA, so THEMICPA, to allow you to stay up to date on any sponsorship opportunities, because we do have those from time to time, especially for full-time study, and even our upcoming events, which are really interesting for students especially. So yeah, we have a few coming up, all virtual, so do check them out, register for them, they're all complimentary. Especially those that are for students. Yeah, we do have a lot of CPD events as well. For those who are working, you might be interested to participate in our upcoming Future Fit conference, virtual conference, talking about technology. Yeah, so Ezzaty, there are some that might interest you too as well to sign up.
Yeah, I would love to. I will check it out for sure. That would be nice. Yes, that's true. Even after you have completed your study, you still can be active. There's a lot of programs. We will receive notification. We have received email on about the upcoming events. So please feel free to join, and you might gain more insights about the about the MICPA itself from its event. Yes, and then I think okay. Yes, but if there is, I think we are actually on time about this. So if there is, thank you for all the questions that you asked. If you have more questions, you can still ask them now. It will be okay to ask. Because okay, I believe we already covered all the things that that actually shows that might pique their interest about MICPA. MICPA has a lot of advantages. Please feel free to go to their website if you need. You need to see the list of the benefit or want to learn or know more about the program itself. Feel free to visit or can drop your inquiries. We have it here at info@alliancemicpa.com.my. And then don't forget to follow MICPA Instagram's accounts, the MICPA. And then hope it will help you to gain more insight and learn more about MICPA. Who knows, this might be the right path for you. You can consider, make a research and then consider which path would suit you better. If you need assistance, you can always ask them about it. No worries. Okay, I think we are about to run out of time. Let me see. Okay, there's no further question about this, so I think we can end it here.
Yeah. Thank you. Good time to end. Thank you, Ezzaty, for hosting this.
Thank you so much.
Nice chatting
for your time.
You. Thank you, audience, for joining us as well.
Yeah, thank you, audience, and all. And then all the things that Eileen said, you might you can check it out later. Please do that. And then thank you once again for the audience for lending your ears and then want to join and learn about MICPA. I hope it's been a fruitful session for you guys too. And then have a great day and weekend ahead. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
everyone. Take care. Thank you, BDO. Thank you, Ezzaty. And have a great weekend ahead. Signing off from
bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.